Okay, so next update on this guy. I know I said this is going to be a 2 or 3 year project, which it definitely probably still will be. And I wasn't really planning to build it into a roller right away, but some things happened and some things came up that I wasn't necessarily expecting. So just got back from the next province with a motor for it. This motor I'm going to tear down and rebuild it. There's really unknown history on it as well when you're going for a 1985 motor that's 40 years old. You may as well just tear it down and see what you got. So I got some axles, hubs, ended up getting a set of rims and tires for it with brakes and everything for $300, which was not bad at all. So I'm pretty happy about that. I did actually have axles already here for the bike because I was not expecting to find a complete wheel set, and I didn't think the guy was gonna give me axles with it or a hub. So that's good. I got my forks sitting right there. Was hemming and hawing about which forks I was going to put on this bike. Suspension is one of those upgrades I like to do when I can do them, but I just found a good deal on a set of 85 forks that have the, you could say, the active anti-dive system on them. So it's the non-computer controlled one, but it does still go through the valving in the front. Could have put on a newer set of forks that either had the computer aided, which is really just you get a positive signal when you hit the brakes, and that's what activates your valving. But I don't really think that's much better. If I was going to do it, I'd probably take a 91 or 92 inverted front end and put it on here. But for right now, at least, going to try and keep it semi-original. I do have an R1 shock on the way for this guy. I think that'll be a nice upgrade. I got this guy. I got my swing arm on. My top triple clamp is on, and probably the most unexpected piece was this fuel tank that came up. 1985 fuel tank, which are super hard to find. They're the flat top. This one's just in primer, ready for paint, and it's already been sealed. It's rust free, so came up, good deal. Those tanks are anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, depending on condition, and if it's original paint. I did not pay anywhere near that for this, so pretty happy with that. I'll paint it sometime later this summer, maybe. I got wiring for the bike, tip to tail, and all of my CDI box, everything. Really just need coils still for this bike. Engine mounts are in there. Yeah, overall not a bad deal. Only paid $300 for the motor, so I'm pretty happy with that. And just cleaning up some of these parts. I'm pretty happy with how the original rims are coming out. They're actually in very good shape, so I'm gonna keep working away on this guy. Maybe at least make it into a roller today. I'm probably not going to stick the motor in because it's super heavy and it's got to come back out anyways. But yeah, test fit some parts and see how she goes. All right, so there we go. Got it somewhat assembled into a roller. Wheel spacing's not quite right. You can see it's pulling on the hub over here. Between an 85 and an 86, it is an 86 swing arm. I'm betting there's a difference there. With the wheel spacing. So fortunately I do have a couple spare axles and a couple spare spacers. I'll just go through, and I do have the hub from the 85 as well, so go through that guy. Stuck the forks on, and there she is. So it's about as far as I'll take it for now. Just keep piecing some things together. At least now I can roll it around. Yeah, and there she goes.